From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
From 10 acres to 1,600 and counting, a wildfire is burning in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness tonight. It's believed to have started after a lightning strike about 24 hours ago. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Tonight, crews are trying to figure out how to tackle the fire by air until they can figure out how to get to it by land. The Forest Service has named it the Bezic Fire. It's burning northwest of Ely. Originally, it was no threat to homes or cabins, but tonight that has changed. These are brand new aerials of the fire shot about 90 minutes ago. The Forest Service says the flames were started by a lightning strike Sunday afternoon. After burning a relatively small area for 24 hours, officials say southerly winds kicked up today, driving the fire north at a much quicker pace, spreading to more than 1,600 acres and no containment. Officials tell us flames have made a big push toward Moose Loop Road, south of the Echo Trail. There are some cabins and a few homes in that area. Crews have been alerting anyone there to danger, letting them know it's a good idea to leave. As for the firefight, the Forest Service has been dropping water on it from the air. They say the fire is burning in an area that's very difficult for ground crews to get to. They're currently making a plan for how to do that safely. And Dave joins us now for a check of the weather. Dave, sounds like they're having a lot of trouble actually getting to the fire. Is the weather going to be any help to those crews out there?
I think eventually it will be, but it's going to be a slow buildup. And of course, being an Ely native, going that far up the Echo Trail with firefighting equipment is a daunting task indeed. It's probably best right now, though I'm no firefighting expert, to assault it by air. And hopefully from the clouds that are building in, we'll assault it by rain. But like I mentioned, that is a slow process. Several lows are sliding towards our area to bring us clouds and rain chances. One's down to our south, and that's been pushing up towards our region. But it's going to take a while to saturate the dry layer at the surface before those little showers can come across as bigger rains. So we take a look up north right now at this live look at what's going on in the Virginia area, which is just south of that affected fire region. And we see the streets are dry there, so not much in the way of precip is even thinking about paying off for the moment. Our short-term forecast says, though, as the clouds increase tonight, it does set us up for a 50% rain chance tomorrow, especially for a few hours in the morning and a few more in the afternoon and evening. Frankly, tomorrow rain totals up there may go towards 1/10 of an inch. Not much, but several more days of rain chances will follow. Hopefully it will help. We'll talk about how long the rain could stick around in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Well, there are steps we can take to prevent wildfires from happening in the first place, but it's also important to know how to respond if you find yourself in the middle of one. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo spoke with emergency preparedness experts who give their top tips for keeping you and your loved ones safe.
Properly responding to a natural disaster begins even before it strikes.
Biggest thing in preparation for any disaster is to both prepare for if you have to stay, so if you've been told it's safest to stay at home, but also how to quickly leave if you have to leave.
To help prepare for a wildfire, the American Red Cross recommends building an emergency kit.
The big thing is, having the basics of getting by, so medications, water, some basic food items, but in some ways the most important things are comfort items.
Comfort items like candy and toys can make a world of difference when in crisis. Another tip, create an evacuation plan. Discuss what to do if your family is separated during an emergency. If you see a fire, the professionals say it's best to let them handle it.
Wildland firefighters are ready and prepared to respond. That's the job that they know how to do well, and they are happy to come out and help support that wildland fire suppression and make sure that everyone is safe in doing so.
If you do wind up in a bad situation, there's people who want to help.
When a disaster does strike, one of the big things that the Red Cross provides is, emergency food, emergency shelter, but maybe most importantly, it's hope that recovery will start and that things will start to get better.
Taking steps to be prepared now protects against disaster in the future.
Another emergency preparedness tip, be informed. Every county has a different emergency plan, so look into how your local leaders will contact you with evacuation information. We have a list of resources on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Cloquet police are still searching tonight for an armed and dangerous suspect. That's 26-year-old Nicholas Amazmaki. He's the suspect in 2 separate shootings in Cloquet about a half hour and 3.5 miles apart. The first shooting happened shortly after midnight Wednesday on Scotty Drive. Amazmaki allegedly fired several shots at a home but did not hit anyone. The second happened on Ozigwa Road, where a 27-year-old man was shot in the leg. He is in the hospital. An arrest warrant is out for Amazmaki, and several departments are helping with the search tonight. He was last seen in a 2003 silver Pontiac Bonneville. Police say if you see him, call 911 immediately. At the beginning of May, we learned Mesabi Metallics had not met all requirements set by the Minnesota DNR in order to keep the state's mineral leases. Then, a few days later, the DNR said it was in the process of withdrawing the leases for the Nashwauk project. But now, Mesabi is saying it's moving forward and planning an event to celebrate construction ramping up. According to a press release, Mesabi Metallics is holding an event tomorrow at the project site to thank supporters. And we're told a number of lawmakers are expected to be in attendance, including county commissioners and the mayor of Nashwauk. The company's new president and COO, Larry Sutherland, will also give a project update. Sutherland was appointed to the role earlier this week. He brings 45 years of industry experience to Mesabi Metallics. In a statement, Sutherland said he's excited to join Mesabi Metallics and he looks forward to being a part of a project that will create jobs in Nashwauk for generations to come. According to the company, this project is expected to create more than 1,000 construction jobs in the coming months, 325 operating jobs, and more than 800 spin-off jobs once construction is complete. We did reach out to the Minnesota DNR to get an update on the project. The agency said it is still reviewing documents submitted by the company, so no update is available at this time. We'll have a crew at the event tomorrow. Make sure to stay with CBS3 as we continue to follow this project. Making medical marijuana more affordable and easy for patients to access has been a goal in Minnesota since it was legalized. New action in St. Paul is doing just that. CBS 3's John Cardinelli takes a look at how patients will soon be able to light up and smoke.
For medical marijuana patients in Minnesota, the cost of product is expensive.
A patient of limited means basically can choose between these very expensive oils or other formulations that we put together.
But Monday, the Minnesota House and Senate gave the thumbs up to something new.
It allows people to smoke flower for medical purposes, and it's kind of expanded the use of what those, medical reasons would be.
Dr. Kyle Kingsley owns Green Goods in Hermantown, a medical marijuana dispensary. He says this is a game changer.
A patient that is currently in the program may be able to get a flower alternative for about half the price for what they're using now. So it's going to be a real alternative for many folks that's much more cost effective.
Not only does it drive down costs, but could also help patients better target their symptoms.
Many patients have had great success with a single strain or line of genetics with cannabis, and we're going to be able to bring that to the table here in Minnesota.
Representative Sandstad says the passage could help make the market safer.
It isn't something sold right off the street, and what we're seeing so many times now is that many of the street drugs are being laced with other drugs.
A bipartisan bill that may lead to more change when it comes to cannabis in Minnesota.
It helps us have the conversation about the bigger picture, the longer picture of full legalization.
Dr. Kingsley says flower will be available in early 2022 as regulators still have to create rules centered around testing. If you are fully vaccinated, you can now go maskless in Superior. The City Council tonight voted to end the city's mask mandate. The decision comes after the CDC advised fully vaccinated people no longer have to wear masks indoors or outdoors. In March, Wisconsin Supreme Court struck down the statewide mask mandate, but local governments still had the option of putting their own mandates in place. Wisconsin Republicans say they want to pull out of several federal pandemic unemployment assistance programs. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Senator Howard Marklein said they want to end the $300 per week federal unemployment supplement. Vos alleges businesses are having trouble finding employees and filling shifts because federal programs provide more money than businesses can provide in wages. Despite that, he disagreed that employers need to raise wages to compete.
I called a number of folks who either manage businesses or run businesses all throughout southeastern Wisconsin. And from a small manufacturer where many of the starting wages are $15 to $18 an hour for a no-skilled position, all the way to folks who are asking for higher wage positions that are more in the $20 to $30 an hour range, they are all seeing a similar problem with applicants.
The bill would also ban the State Department of Workforce Development from waiving the work search requirements for unemployment benefits for any reason that's related to COVID-19. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, after 33 years of business, a local record store is closing its doors for good. But is COVID to blame? Find out next.
Today's record high temp is 87 from 2012. Today's high temp, well, 74 is 10 degrees warmer than normal. That's in the Twin Ports. It did hit 80 over towards International Falls. Similar trend for temperatures comes around tomorrow, but the addition will be clouds and a rain chance, which we know is especially needed north of Duluth. The rest of the area could use it too, and I'll talk about how much we can get coming up after the break.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Station KBJR Television, Inc., an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to providing broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should contact Caleb at KBJR Television, Inc. by calling 218-720-9600. If you are interested in launching your career in any of Quincy Media's 16 television markets, apply for our paid Quinternship program by visiting QuincyMediaCareers.com/Quinternships.
Flying from the big city can be stressful with traffic, parking fees, busy concourses, and security lines, and that long drive home. At Range Regional Airport, we take the stress out of flying. We're close to home with free parking, short lines, comfortable lounge, and quick access through security. Take the stress out of flying. Fly Range Regional Airport, Hibbing.
During Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event, get road trip ready and save with $1,000 customer cash on the new 2021 RAV4, Camry, or Highlander at Cary Toyota in Superior. Or drive away with $1,500 on any new Corolla hatchback, or Prius. Prefer a hybrid car? Get $2,000 customer cash on the sparkly new Corolla Hybrid. Plus, all new Toyotas come with a Toyota Care complimentary maintenance plan. And remember, quality vehicle trades are worth an all-time high. So trade in your vehicle at Cary Toyota during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
What are you doing? Don't you even know how to dump your trash? Poop fairy? It's no poop fairy. And I'm more than dog poop and parks. I care about everything that hits our streams and lakes, including your overflowing garbage. Your trash starts here and ends here.
Hey, that goes right to the water.
Learn a poop ton more online.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Cary Toyota. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Boy, the temperatures got warm once again today. Perhaps a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still warmer than normal. A couple of pockets of resistance. Well, by the lake in Grand Marais, only 62. And at the head of the lakes from Park Point into a good chunk of northern Douglas County, only the low 60s there as well. But 64 degrees is where we're supposed to be this time of year. So it was bonus points then for Ashland at 81 and Orr at 81 and International Falls at 83. Big Fork in the 80s as well. Similar range of temperatures comes around tomorrow, but the change will be a cloudier sky, higher relative humidities, which should help the fire danger, and a chance for rain, which will build in slowly for Minnesotans perhaps, but not do too badly for Wisconsin and the UP. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Current conditions come up first. It's 59 degrees at this hour at the airport in Duluth. The relative humidity's gone up to 64%, and again, the higher we can get that, the harder it is to get the forest to light up on fire. So that's a good thing. Easterly, southeasterly winds going 7 miles per hour. The slower we can get that, the better it is for the fire danger too. 30.04 inches of mercury is our air pressure. Still high at the surface, but it's come down in the past couple of hours, and that's a sign that several low pressure systems are coming our way to bring us clouds and rain chances for several days. Current temps, low 60s in the Upper Peninsula. Wisconsin numbers, quite a range, 55 in La Pointe to 65 degrees for Hayward, and even bumping up to 67 at Kennedy Airport in Ashland. Only 52 for Superior. Minnesota numbers are still as warm as 70 near International Falls, but towards 64 in Ely, 57 degrees for our friends in Cloquet. Now let's move on to the Doppler map and take a look up towards northern St. Louis County, and there's Burnside Lake, Vermilion, so that fire zone is just right about there. All we're getting is some spotty showers. This isn't going to do the trick to solve the problem tonight for the fire danger, but with these clouds increasing and rain shower chances advancing up from the south, it's going to help. After midnight tonight, we start to build towards a 50% chance for rain showers that could be with us tomorrow morning. Again, from this low pressure system working its northern fringes northward, and this low here driving a front down from the northwest. The two will tango, and there's that 50% chance of rain tomorrow, backed up by two more low pressure systems, which keeps rain chances coming here in our area from Wednesday then in through Sunday, and maybe even a slice of Monday. We'll take the rain totals here blow by blow, day by day. And like I mentioned, tomorrow's rain totals could be a little bit indifferent for Minnesotans, going towards maybe 1/10 of an inch for many towns. But into Wisconsin, we could start to push a quarter, even a third inch. And again, as I've been saying all day long, if we do this each and every day until Sunday, Monday, in the end, we'll have some pretty decent rain totals, and hopefully that'll solve these wildland fire problems. Now, let's talk about tonight's forecast in Minnesota. With lows in the 50s, we'll see increasing clouds and scattered showers. For Wisconsin and Michigan, increasing clouds there as well, with lows from 55 to 57. Tomorrow's high temps warmer than the normal is 64 again. Wisconsin and UP, 72 to 77. 50% rain chance. A shot in the morning, a shot in the afternoon. Minnesotans go that way as well, with highs in the 60s by the lake, 75 to 80 inland. Extended forecast says temperatures stay in the 70s through Saturday, then fall into the 60s by Sunday, so all warm things must end around here. And the rain chances, they will end probably late on Monday, then come Tuesday, our next dry day. So after a long dry spell, now, Kristen, we could get a long wet time.
All right, thanks, Dave. As summer draws near and vaccinations allow for more activities, people are expected to travel much more this year than last. But a rental car shortage is hitting states across the country and right here at home. Hertz has confirmed it will leave Duluth's airport after the pandemic took a toll on its bottom line. While that leaves travelers with less options, it's creating opportunities for some companies like Cloquet City Cab. Sherry Dahl, owner of the Carleton County business, said this time last year they were operating at roughly 5%, and they only had 2 of their 6 employees working. Now, operating at 80%, she's hopeful they will recover.
We get a lot of our business from the bar scene and, you know, people needing rides home. Thankfully, they're not driving, so it's really picking business back up for us.
Dahl says another reason she thinks they're seeing more business is, aside from Arrowhead Transportation, there aren't many other rideshare or rental options in Carleton County. After 33 years in business, Duluth's Electric Fetus will shut its doors for good. The record and gift shop on Lake Avenue and Superior Street in downtown has been closed since the pandemic started. But owners said today their decision was based on more than COVID's financial impact. They also pointed to what they called Duluth's changing retail environment, a water main break, and road construction. They plan to focus their attention on their Minneapolis location. Duluth police are investigating vandalism at a popular hockey rink. The vandalism was mainly graffiti. It happened Friday at the Freiburger rink in the Woodland neighborhood. Police have not identified any suspects yet. They're asking anyone who sees something suspicious in their neighborhood to call 911. Still to come, President Biden took to Michigan today to gather support for his $2.3 trillion American Jobs Plan, but is pushback to the plan. We'll have the details next.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
If you have been financially affected by the COVID pandemic, then this message is for you. Are you among the many folks who have lost their jobs, or if you've been furloughed, or working from home at a reduced pay? If you have credit card debt and cannot make your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros can help. Call us to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. If you are struggling with credit card debt, we can help. Call 1-800-804-9036 now to get out of debt.
The big 6% instant rebate sale continues at Prime Appliance. Hi, John here. Get an additional 6% off the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Well, I'll tell you, it's extended till May 31st. Like Frigidaire stainless smooth top ranges. Starts at $7.99, sale price $7.26, and just $6.82 at the counter. Or Samsung self-cleaning stainless gas ranges, starting at $9.99, sale price $8.49, and just $7.98 after rebate. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now, with an extra $500 spring bonus cash, get over $6,800 in total savings on an Edge. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
Wednesday on CBS3 this morning, Jenna will be back and we'll know if the city of Superior will be dropping their mask mandate.
And scattered shower chances will start to increase into the Wednesday, and we've got rain chances all week long.
So make sure to join Jenna and Caitlin tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
President Biden took his vision for job creation and combating climate change to Dearborn, Michigan, where Ford is preparing to unveil the electric version of its top-selling F-150 pickup truck. The president wants the U.S. to lead in electric vehicle manufacturing, and Ford's soon-to-be-revealed electric F-150 could help lead the charge. President Biden's American Jobs Plan calls for $2.3 trillion in infrastructure spending. That includes electric car incentives, 500,000 charging stations, and more union jobs. However, back in Washington, Republican lawmakers say the price tag is much too high.
I've asked Senator Capito to be our leader on that, and she's produced a bill of around $600 billion that she thinks makes sense.
The president says he expects a counter-proposal in the coming week. Coming up in sports, the Wild look to make it 2-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights. Kelly has an update from Game 2 next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
MediaCom is winning awards across the U.S., keeping you connected, keeping you safe, rising to the challenge, challenging the limits. Thanks to our award-winning employees, never settling, never backing down, always planning ahead, and always getting better. MediaCom is proud to be named 2021 U.S. Best Managed Company by Deloitte and the Wall Street Journal.
With the Dish Anywhere app, you can watch what you want, where you want, at no extra charge.
Kids, bedtime.
Which is a good thing, because life is full of little surprises.
Ready to what?
Even when there's an unexpected change in venue. Watch what you want, where you want, on up to 5 devices. At no extra charge. Dish. Tuned in to you.
Outlast Construction is the region's choice when it comes to roofing and siding. Let our professionals repair or replace your roofing and siding with confidence. And with our new catch-all system, you don't need to worry about your home improvement turning into a home disaster. Designed to protect your siding, windows, and other parts of the home, the work gets done faster and safer. Take the stress out of home repair. Call Outlast Construction today for a free estimate. Our biggest priority is protecting your biggest investment.
Ready for spring? Northwest Outlet is with a complete line of fashions for men, women, and the kids. From the North Face and Columbia's entire line. New colors, styles on capris, tees, shorts, rain, wind, and fleece jackets. And UPF sun-rated clothing. Big bargains on sandals, rubber boots, and trail shoes from Keen, Teva, Merrell, Chaco, Columbia, and the North Face. See our huge selection of rubber boots and rain gear for kids. Get smart wool and darn tough socks for the whole family. Northwest Outlet Superior. We'll make sure you look good.
We've been on the road with you for 50 years now. We're proud to share the safe roads and the roller coaster roads, even the long and winding roads. Navigating the road less traveled and cruising up the high roads. For 3 generations, it's been an honor to share the roads of life with you. Here's to another 50 and beyond.
The nursing program at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is really challenging, but it has to be. It's approved by the Board of Nursing. And graduates here have been successfully passing the state board exam. They give you real-world experience with healthcare institutions across the community. I'm really glad I chose Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College.
Helping to make memories for generations. Numi Jewelers.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
The boys were certainly buzzing on Sunday afternoon. A defensive battle that ended in favor of Minnesota in extra time against the Vegas Golden Knights. Game 2 in Vegas again tonight. Wild hoping to get the win and shift the series back to Minnesota with that 2-game lead. Joel Eriksson Ek was the hero in overtime on Sunday, and Marc-Andre Fleury was back on his old shenanigans tonight in goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. What a save in the first off the shot of Ryan Suter. Incredible chance for the Wild, but the first period does conclude scoreless. Shots in favor, 17-9. It is still scoreless halfway through the second. And speaking of the NHL playoffs, 7 former Bulldog hockey players were on pro teams competing for the NHL's biggest prize. We all know about Carson Soucy, who has been playing with the Wild, but according to CBS Sports, Dylan Sandberg has been recalled from AHL Manitoba this past Monday. Sandberg will provide some extra roster depth for the Winnipeg Jets playoff run, but he is unlikely to be pressed into action considering he's yet to make an NHL debut. The Jets take on the Oilers in Game 1 tomorrow night. And there is one undefeated softball team left in this area of the Northland, and that is Superior, who have put on quite the 12-0 run thus far, with another tough test on their hands today after beating Esco yesterday, welcoming in Proctor. Pitcher's duel indeed. Maddie Walsh on the bump for the Rails gets Natalie Siegfrieds to go down swinging. Superior's Haley Zembo matching that, sits down Abigail Hansen to go down swinging in the third. She had 10 strikeouts on the day, but the Rails finally break through in the top of the third as J.C. Lind lays down the bunt with 2 ducks on the pond. A run will score, and the Rails take a 1-0 lead. Proctor hands the Spartans their first loss on the season. Maddie Walsh pitched 7 innings, finishing with 9 strikeouts and no walks. Just across the way at NBC's Sports Complex for a matchup between the Hermantown Hawks and the Superior Spartans on the baseball diamond. Bottom of the second inning, 2 ducks on the pond for the Spartans. Up to bat is Cal Pagot. The hit is a grounder that gets through the infield. 2 runners will score, and they are on the board first. Now, bottom of the third inning, Spartans still lead 2-zip. Caden Kimmis with a base hit to center field gets himself an RBI double, and they now have a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs for the Spartans. George Hansen up to bat, hits a grounder. Looks like he's going to be out at first, but a pass ball sends a runner home. He safely slides into third. Spartans end that inning up 4-0, and that would be how they take it. And a nice maskless crowd over at PSS tonight for some stealth versus Wolfpack lacrosse. A few minutes in, Duluth set the tone. Larsberg finds Gavin Slattery's top cheddar. The Wolfpack take an early lead, but Proctor Hermantown hung around for a while. Britton Mellon goes low for Gianna Colenda. A close quarter goal gets the stealth on the board. The Wolfpack pressure was relentless all night. Tyler Smith doing it all by himself. It was 3-1 after 1. And the second, Tommy Smith, a snipe from the point. With a stick, it was 6-2 at the half, and the Wolfpack take down the stealth 10-5, the final. In MLB action tonight, Brewers in a tight one with Kansas City. This one ends in a 2-0 final. Twins still battling with the White Sox. At last check, it was tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th. And that is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
At UCare, we've been all around Minnesota, and some of the people we meet are anxiously looking into Medicare options for the first time. Well, UCare Medicare Advantage plans are a great place to start. Most plans include Part D prescription drug coverage and come with lots of extras. It's part of what makes UCare the #1 Medicare Advantage plan in Minnesota for individuals. And lastly, don't worry. We're always here to decomplicate if you ever need us. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Looking for a home run on your next home project? Don't strike out by using someone out of left field who makes errors, balks at your needs, isn't safe, and gives you the squeeze by charging double.
Your home improvement company aced my window project, and working with them was a walk in the park.
We never sacrifice quality, and you can count on us to avoid curveballs and save you time.
Plus, they clean up, which is a big relief. Your home improvement company is a huge hit in Twins territory, even if their owner is a bit of a screwball.
As our communities recover, we want to give every child's dream a chance. It's time for our leaders to fully fund public education. No more budget cuts, no more letting the wealthiest Minnesotans and biggest corporations pay less than their fair share. Let's give every student what they need. Healthy meals, trusted counselors, hands-on learning, individual attention. Believe in We Minnesota. Tell legislators to fund our schools so every student can thrive. No exceptions.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, and we can expect much more of the same over the next week.
Motorcycles are not invisible. But they can seem that way to drivers who aren't paying close attention. Look twice for motorcycles. Seeing them is saving them.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Soon your airtime may greatly decrease. Supersonic jets are coming back in style, Kelly. The British-French airline Concorde operated one of only 2 supersonic jets commercially from 1969 to 2003. It was expensive and environmentally challenged. But now, Boom Supersonic is working to pick up where the Concorde left off. They have released a new demonstrator aircraft. It's a model for their future commercial airliner that Boom hopes will basically change time. With its fast speeds, Boom says a flight from New York to London would take just 3 hours and 15 minutes. The company hopes to eventually charge just $100 for a 4-hour trip. Not too shabby. How about the weather, Dave?
You know, it was big news around here in 1988 when the Concorde flew over Duluth for one of the air shows. Everyone's craning their necks, looking up at the sky, which we're doing right now to see clouds build in.
Yes.
And rain come down tomorrow. Rain we really need. 50% chance for a round of rain in the morning and another in the afternoon. Maybe only a tenth to a quarter inch on Wednesday, but there's an 80% chance for more come Thursday, all the way through Monday. Hopefully we get what we need.
Grab that raincoat. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.